Yo, what is going on, guys? It's QwnteY here, back with a very first episode of the Stanley Parable. And I decided to get the Half-Life 2 one because I heard that, I don't know, I've heard it's better, but we'll find out. But I haven't played it yet, so let's just go ahead and create a new game. Now, I don't know what to expect because, actually, I sort of know what to expect. Just mindfucks basically, because that's all this game is. I played the demo, as you saw if you've seen it on my channel, and I was confused as hell. So I don't know what to expect really. Probably some very weird stuff, but I'm gonna let you guys.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor next to his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
That's pretty cool, pretty cool.
And then one day something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on a monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting,
No way.
or even say hi.
That's
Never in
pretty
all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
Take it.
But as he came to his
now.
wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and walked out into the hallway.
So this is what I've got to do. This is me now. Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the staff lounge to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
There's no one in there. Take it this way.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now, should I go into the left one? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do exactly what he says. Can't click any of that. This way, I take it.
As Stanley entered the lounge, he was horrified to find not a single person here. He decided he would walk up to see his boss, hoping that he would find an answer there.
Ah, this way. Now let's go to my boss.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
It's got such a cool office than me. Why can't I have that office? I want that office. Right, so this is his office, I suppose.
Entering his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Where is he?
It was at this point that he began to feel dizzy and a little sick, and even thought he might pass out when suddenly he noticed a keypad next to the filing cabinet in the corner of his boss's office.
Ooh.
Stanley had never seen this panel before and had no idea what combination of numbers would produce any result. In fact, only Stanley's boss knew this, since the panel withheld access to the boss's greatest, darkest secret, and so he had assigned the keypad a combination that only he could possibly know. The number of his freshman dorm number in college, 1957. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
1957. Well, let me click it.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the keypad was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 1957.
957. It's not working. Oh. This is
1957.
One. Don't even work if you click on the keyboard as well. I don't know it. It's frustrating because I know it, but it's not letting me. Oh my god. Okay. What do I do? Can I click it now? No. Okay, I don't know it. I don't know. There's nothing. One. 9. 5 7. 1 9 5 7. 1 9 5 7. It's not. Ah. No, is it not? Is it on your? Oh, I don't know. 1 9 5 7. This is useless. Oh, no way! You have to press E. Oh wow!
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
You had to press
Amazing.
E.
Stanley ventured
wow.
forth into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, there's so many stairs. It'd be such fun, more fun if it was a slide.
As he drew deeper into the bowels of the building, Stanley had no idea where he was or what this place held. And just as he began to think he might not discover a thing, he emerged into a long room to find rows and rows of monitors, screens with a number above it. Stanley noticed, however, that these were not random numbers, but the number of employees who worked in the building, his co-workers. Even his own number, 427, had a place on the wall. But why a setup so elaborate, he asked. Was this simple surveillance or something even more? And as if in answer to his question, the wall slid open before him, revealing the ultimate truth of the situation.
Oh, what the hell? I don't know what this is.
An enormous control panel, Stanley discovered, but not one that controlled simple machinery. Buttons were labeled with emotions. Happy, sad. Levers and knobs controlled actions. Walking, eating, doing work, or watching TV. Every input on this device monitored not the functions of a machine, but of a human being. And the reality began to sink in. Stanley, like so many other people, reduced to images on a monitor, had been under someone's control, always at the mercy of this machine. Could this have been the only reason employee number 427 was content with his boring job? That a machine had altered his emotions to accept it blindly? He began to feel an unbridled rage, and at the peak of his anger, something happened. A spark.
Whoa.
Stanley looked up and saw the generator overhead, still providing some small amount of power to the machine, keeping it alive. And knowing that this generator was all that kept the controls running, Stanley moved to the ladder in the back of the room and began to climb towards the rafters.
Right, so that's the first episode of the Stanley Parable. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Sorry to leave you here, but I have to go. Next episode will probably be out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, and see you guys later. Peace.